Hey guys, it's me, and not trying to be funny, not trying to be loud, not trying to be trying to be myself. And usually when I can be happy and loud and stuff, because that's how I really am. It's just that something has been bothering me, and then I was like, might as well give you an explanation because I want to make a change to a channel, mostly in terms of content. And if you saw in the last vlog, I am going to change my name. Might do it today, as in the day I'm recording this, maybe. I'm gonna try to do this as unedited as possible. I'm just gonna cut it here and there, so it's easier, for it would just be a quicker video, or yeah, like you guys are probably gonna be here like, oh yeah, you're just telling a sob story as an excuse, and I'm here like, if you don't believe me, you don't have to. But this will also be a good explanation for why my content might change. Okay guys, have you seen that do not laugh video with the Bean Boozled challenge? That was recorded on the day of my birthday. Not sure if you guys seen it. I'm not sure if I say it. That's what I'm trying to say. But it's my birthday on that day. I do say that, but I don't remember if I told you how old I got that day. I'm currently 16. Turned 16 that day. I don't recommend watching that video because it's not really that relevant. So I just wanted to let you guys know, in case if anyone figured out how old I am by now. Congratulations, and for any of you that just found out, hey, thanks for listening. Almost 4 years ago now, when I was 13. I'm saying almost because it hasn't been 4 years. It's been almost 3.5 years ago, a little bit over that now. It started sometime in the spring or summer. I can't remember, and I was sort of glad that I forgot about it because it's not anything that's illegal, by the way. So don't get all he did drugs. No. I already did this analogy with someone I talked to before. How my YouTube channel, I like to think of it as a factory, even though that makes it less that makes it sound like the videos I make are soulless, but that's just the easier way I can explain my process of making videos. So I got a recording room, an editing room, and thumbnails, any final touches room and stuff, and maybe an idea room if you want to add that in. Basically, if we use that analogy, my factory's empty. If you guys can't really notice, I'm kind of jumping around with what I want to say because I'm not so sure about it because YouTube drama lately. I have a feeling that this could be that one potential thing that will make my channel be noticed as the guy that fakes a medical condition or something, even though it's not even fake. You guys remember the video, my last one, how I was shirtless, of course, because it was hot outside and stuff. You guys probably saw how skinny I was. And if any of you guys know how a healthy body looks like, you would have seen mine and thought it was concerning. That's the results of what happened a few years ago. So before it happened, I was skinny still, but healthy skinny. I did have fat of where I should have it. Basically I looked like I was skinny, but I still ate a lot, but I was skinny as in I was I had my life well, nothing wrong with me. If I wanted to fatten up, I could easily, but I just didn't want to because I was happy with how I looked. Well, other than hair, because my hair wasn't long yet, at that point. I worked on that, of course. It was around summer, spring, don't remember. I didn't want to wish to remember, so that's why I can't. I'm trying to recover any memories, as many as I can. I have no idea, even to this day, what the cause is, because I haven't talked to a doctor or anything like that, because there's no hospital here, in this town. I gotta go to the next town, and I think it's a pretty far walk. And like I told you, I'm 16. I could drive if I wanted to, but I would need someone else. And I feel like I would be more comfortable talking about it in front of just one person, and the doctor himself or herself, whoever that would be, instead of having my family there thinking, oh, he's just being dramatic again, because I feel like that's how people view me in this family. Nothing wrong with them. They're just trying to keep my hopes up and stuff. And hey, so back when I was 13, because I already explained to you why to this day I haven't found out what was wrong with me. Although the most common thing I would probably get if I looked it up on the internet is saying, oh, it's just puberty, hormonal imbalances. But it felt painful. Like, not because I'm a girl or anything, of course, but because like, I had to deal with like eating, a eating disorder. I don't want to call it anorexia because I'm not sure if anorexia is like a permanent thing. If there's such thing as temporary anorexia, then I guess that's what I have, or had, and maybe developing again. But basically, it started on a day when I went to. I'm starting to remember now. Thank the heavens. It started when I was like at a place, burgers. I ate a burger, and no, it wasn't. I thought it was maybe just a bad burger, of course, because this was day one. So yeah, I ate it. For some reason, I couldn't even finish the first burger. Like, imagine this as the burger. Like, this much was left. Like, this chunk was left, and then this little chunk is what I ate. And I have eaten more than that before. It's just that's like when it struck me. For some reason, I couldn't eat it all. I was so sick in my stomach. I felt like as if I eaten like every single food and supply and every single drink in there. Yet I didn't. I only took like 4 bites, maybe 5. It was terrifying for me because I'm not a fan of vomiting. I didn't vomit, but I was so close. I felt. That was like that was probably the closest to vomiting I ever felt in my life, even though I probably have been closer, but that's the closest I can remember. Probably because that began to traumatize me. The following weeks, I still couldn't eat that much. I had this similar feeling in my stomach, and also for some reason my throat started to tighten. Like you know how people say that they're nervous in books or something, like their throat feels tight and stuff. Maybe it's a result because of what struck me or something. Like it scared the living crap out of me or something. But if that's the case, then in that case, that's just a horrible side effect. But yeah, with that, I found it very uncomfortable to think about food. I couldn't eat that much. The most I ate was like just like watery soup with a little bit of fat in it, for flavoring, and just like little chunks of chicken meat. And it's not because like a doctor told me to, but that's because that's what I was the most comfortable eating. I managed to eat it after like a half hour of me trying. But in reality, if I was like normal and healthy, it would take me literally maybe 5 minutes to finish it if I was hungry. If I'm not, then I'll take my time. Because if I'm hungry, of course I'm gonna gobble that thing down, but yeah. I decided to eat a banana. For some reason, it was like the thing that saved my life. At least that day. Not sure if I think it's helped me lately also, but they have to get ripe. So I possibly have like a day, maybe a day and a half of torture before I can even eat one. I don't know, maybe it's like all in my head, and that's what I might be thinking. It might be all in my head, but I want to get to that later. Yeah, when I ate it, and for all you people that are like used to making edgy memes and jokes off of suffering of others and stuff, I don't really blame you. I do that too. Like if I were someone else, I would make a joke about myself. Me, if like someone makes an anorexic joke, I don't really laugh at it, in fact. Probably because I just don't find it funny. My sense of humor is quite different. I just look at it with a straight face, not even offended. I just look at it like, alright. So it was on the day of my birthday. I turned 14, which it really helps out that superstition that 13 is a bad luck number, because I was 13 when it happened, and then it was over on the day of my birthday when I turned 14. I went to this place for my birthday. I'm not trying to get too specific on where I went and what I did there, because the important thing is that for some reason I was able to eat again. I was hungry the whole time when I suffered, but I feel like it must have been my throat and my stomach. Once I got a few bites in, that tortured me the most, because I couldn't eat anything. Because once I had like even one, maybe a little bit more than one, approximately 2 bites of anything, even if it's like a pancake like that's like this big, and I'm like, I'll try to eat as much as I can. Just 2 bites off of it, and I feel like I'm gonna vomit. That's how I felt. For some reason, my body was rejecting food. If I were to go more specific into what I was eating, it might have sounded like I was an unhealthy child because chips and all that stuff. Even though I laid down the chips. I laid off the chips even before then. So this might have been like a stupid idea to do, but luckily, despite what I did on that day, what I ate, I was still able to eat the next few days, and I was able to like recover. I was not able to gain weight for some reason. I guess I have like this curse where I can never seemingly gain weight. I can eat as much as I want, but I'll never gain weight. Which, in this case, I kind of need that. At least, like if I get like a 5-month window, I'll even fatten myself up just so I can turn fatten myself like literally like obese. Just so I can form that into muscle once that time window is over. Because I'd rather be muscular than skinny. Because then at least being muscular I can be useful, helpful to others. I can complete things. I won't feel like a sack of potatoes like once I'm done running, like in gym class or something, or like if I simply have to go run upstairs to the bathroom because I can't hold it and I have to run back down because maybe I left my friend hanging because I said I'll be right back or something. I'm surprised I haven't had like a hate comment saying like, this guy's so skinny, are you anorexic? Even though that's not necessarily a hate comment, that's mostly just a rather offensive sounding question, but I wouldn't be offended. Although I would probably like push that question away because I'm like, that's not the focus of the channel. But might as well bring it into light so that way you guys can understand why I'm changing my content, why I might upload whenever I feel like it, no longer just once a week. However, I'll try to go for once a week. That will be my goal. So like years passed, so when I was 14, I ate fine again. I could eat as much as I want, as long as, I don't get full, Because, anyone will eat a lot of food and they'll get full because, they had enough. So, yeah, I ate like a normal person. So, yeah, time passed by. I turned 15. I was okay. I turned 16. I was okay. And then, almost 2 weeks ago, like a week and a half ago, it was probably just maybe because I was terrified or something, or maybe because this might have been the cause. I'll tell you what I did on this day because it kind of leads up to it. So I woke up that day, I made myself something to eat, a bagel with cream cheese, I think it was, because that's what I usually make myself for breakfast, or lunch, I guess, depending, because like I'm not the type of person that enjoys going to sleep, but once I sleep, I don't enjoy getting out of sleep, so I would go to sleep like maybe at 12 p.m., not 12 p.m., 12 a.m., wake up like at 1 p.m., so pretty much like brunch, I guess you can consider it. So after that, like my friends, like they asked me like, hey, you want to go to the movies with us? We're gonna watch a movie and stuff. So I did, and when I went there, had myself a drink, and my friend shared us popcorn. I thought it sounds pretty normal. It sounds like I'm just trying to become like a life vlogging channel, like, one of those animator dudes like the Odd Ones Out or something, but that's not it. I feel like what might have started the problem was I ate unhealthy or something, because I ate a lot of popcorn, not as much as my other friends combined, but because there was 4 of us. But I also drank all my Coca-Cola, and I was generally not hungry at all for the rest of the day. And mind you, I finished drinking my drink when the movie was over, which was like at around 8 p.m. But I actually haven't eaten dinner before then. I ate my bagel like at around maybe 1 o'clock ish, and then normally for dinner I would like eat at around 4 to 6 ish, maybe 7. But since I left I left like at maybe 4 or something to go to the movie. So, and yeah, not gonna go into like the details on why we took so long to leave. But we left at 8. I wasn't hungry all that time. Well, I was when I got there. And I was like, well, there's popcorn. I'll eat that. So I ate it. I drank my soda. When I left, I was not hungry. We went on our way back home. Stopped by at a corner store because we were thirsty and it was like hot outside. Like I was drenched in sweat when I came home. And yeah, I got myself an orange juice. I wasn't hungry, not really thirsty either, but I was like, I'll grab myself a drink in case if I get thirsty along the way. Once I got there, I just went into my room, put my orange juice away so I could drink it for later. I went to take a shower, you know, to get rid of all my sweat and stuff. Like Jesus, it was so nice to finally not like come home sticky because it was also humid out, and also not to mention I was sweating, so humid plus sweats, very sticky skin. So yeah, once I got out, I dried myself up. I did my usual thing, and then but I went to sleep, and I couldn't sleep that well that night because at this point I was like very concerned. I couldn't finish like what I wanted to eat at that night. And then in the morning, I tried to eat. I had like a rather hard time eating. And then the days that followed, like the 2 days that followed, I had a horrible time. Like I couldn't swallow that much because like it was returning, and it might have been, and in reality, what might have happened to me when I was 13 was not actually happening. It could just be in my head. Like I'm just imagining things. Like it's not really there. If that's the case, then why is this happening to my mind? Why am I like, why is my mind doing this to me? Like why do I have this constant sense of possible anxiety in my throat? Why does my stomach want to push out whatever I put in it after I eat? And why does it make me feel like that for like a whole half hour? I don't know. If this is just me being delusional, I hope so. I want to get to the bottom of it and put a stop to that. So I was thinking, so why am I delusional? I try to find out why. Maybe it was because I don't really exercise, because you know, my fear of like I'm gonna run out of energy and just collapse in the middle of like the park or something if I run. That could be it, but like if it's not, then there's that other possibility of exercising. But then I was like, I also noticed that I have been like not getting lazy with my videos, but like I've been like more like I'm pushing myself too hard on my videos to the point that I don't want to make a video until I feel like I found the right topic, and like I found, like I'm just trying to be like so cautious with like my uploadings and everything to the point that I feel like I'm starting to separate my uploads, and it could be just a feeling of guilt, like my throat could be closing up, my stomach might be bad, because my brain is probably thinking you're not being productive. And I'm not talking about videos in general. I should have said that last, but like maybe it's because I'm not being productive, because at school I was productive. I was like doing homework. I was you know, trying to graduate, of course. At home, I don't really do that much. The most productive I get is like, okay, let's see if I can get better at Geometry Dash, not for videos, but like just so I can play better and have more fun. But yeah, that's the most productive I got at home. For YouTube videos, of course, I get pretty productive. I record, I edit. It's actually not a difficult task. For me, of course, it kind of is, because I'm relatively new at doing this stuff, since I do a once a week thing. Other people, they do once a day, which gives them a lot more experience. Okay, so not necessarily that I trust you guys, but more like I'm telling you guys so you can understand why there's going to be changes. Like the SkiT thing, it's going to change mostly because I wanted to change that even before this thing happened to me again. So yeah, I'm going to be changing it most likely today. That way I can be sort of productive, and maybe my guilt goes away, because then people know I'm active and they'll know that I'm likely working on a video. So then I decided, like, you know, to help me cope, I would talk to any of my friends like that I have, which unfortunately mostly because like it's the middle of summer and you can get sometimes lazy, or you just want to have like me time, I guess. Like an example, like you're that person that you don't want anyone to bug you at all, even if they're your friends, because you just want to have the day to yourself playing a game, or maybe just drawing, or just laying down in bed watching videos. Yeah, so that's why all my friends, or maybe they're busy. That's not me, by the way. That's just not me. Okay, so but then like once the school year is over, they're like, okay, now I can get a summer job. Oh, the weekends my family's like they're bringing me to like this place for like, I don't know, my cousin's birthday, or my cousin's birthday that I didn't know existed until today. I don't know. I'm sort of making fun of it because I need to raise my spirits up, because right now I sound like I'm tired or something. I'm not sure if I am or not. I don't know what I am. I just want to portray myself as positive as possible, so you guys know that I want to be okay. I want everything to be alright. So yeah, like so far I've been only talking to one same friend on Skype, and we have a good time together just talking stuff. Like yeah, she helped me cope with she helped me cope with like the stuff I talk about. Usually raises my spirits, because like that's what friends are for, right? Like you're like, oh, they'll cheer up buddy or something. That's how they generally act. Like, you know, if you're in a bad mood, they'll be there for you. So yeah, now it's like I want to spend time with you so I can cope and I can feel better, and because if I face this alone, I feel like I'm gonna lose my sanity. So, you know, any of my friends I'll take, but since that's the one that's always available, because, well, you know, when you have friends, they're usually similar to you. Yeah. Neither of us really have lives, so that's why she's always there. That's why I'm always there. Other than when I'm recording videos, that's the busiest I get. Okay, so like my friend was like, so far my only source of happiness other than games, because for some reason I can't find even games fun anymore. Because that horrifying feeling of I can't eat, what if I can't, I'll never eat, what if I starve to death, what if I die in general, because I do have a will to live, guys. I'm not like some sort of suicidal person. What if a bunch of what ifs would come to my mind, and then that would give me anxiety or something, and then maybe that's what gives me my throat thing. Maybe it's my guilt. It's like, why am I not being productive? So it's like, I want to be productive. And since the easiest way I can do that is by making YouTube videos, but I also want to spend time with my friend, since she helps me cheer up a lot and stuff. And you know, if I could, I would fit in my other friends. You know, if they so happen to not be busy one day, I'll be like, oh hey, you want to talk with us, play a game? I decided if I make a compromise. So basically, the change that I want to make here is, I may be playing a bunch of content that may be childish for you guys, that might not be the games you want to see, that that you might find stupid and stuff. But if I enjoy them, there's like a guaranteed chance that someone out there will enjoy it. Because you guys might be here for the hyper me, the me that's like, oh yeah, we're doing good in this game or something, but. Or at least for the time being, I don't know for how long, but I don't know how. I'm gonna end up staying like this for a while. Well, at least when I'm alone. When I'm with like any of my friends, obviously I partially force myself to cheer up because I don't want to make them depressed, and I also they help me out. They raise my spirits. So yeah, the games I'm gonna be playing, like. If you guys request me to keep playing this game, I'm likely not going to do it. I'm going to do whatever I feel like it. Only, like, for me. So I can feel like I'm mentally stable. Because if all of this is in my head, I'm pretty sure that doesn't mean I have a healthy mind. I'm pretty sure that means there's something wrong with my noggin. So, you know, I need something to make me feel better. To, like, basically cure me, so I can cure myself. If you guys begin to enjoy what I do, because I won't be like this though, like in my videos. I already explained this, because my friends will be there. I'm gonna be happier. They may make a joke, and I'll laugh, I'll smile and stuff. I'll look like almost nothing happened, but you may still see that worry in my eyes or something. But basically, I'm just letting you know that whatever happens, happens. Anyways, thanks for watching, and take care.